Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? YouTubers, what's going on? East New York's finest, hosted by yours truly, Mike. So yesterday I went to the Meadowlands. I sold, and yesterday was the first time in a long time that I've actually purchased stuff because I've been just going to the Meadowlands, setting up, selling. I have walked around a couple of times, but if something didn't really catch my eye or tickle my fancy, I didn't pick it up. Yesterday I did get all these cars. This Hispanic dude, he had a lot of Hot Wheels, and I noticed he has some earlier year Ferraris from like the I think late '90s, most likely early 2000s. And anybody who know Hot Wheels, I know a lot about Legos. I know a lot about Hot Wheels. I know a lot about Matchbox. Again, like I said, a long eons ago. Like we're talking about fucking over 50 decades ago. Then that shit sound like a long time. I was collecting this stuff before GI Joe. What got me into action figures was the fact that my mom, as a gag gift for my birthday, she got me Clutch with the Vamp and Rock and Roll. So basically, those are the two GI Joe figures I've gotten. I never got one that started me. It was two. It was Rock and Roll. I don't know why she got it, but she said she liked the way he looked. Obviously, I think when this stuff came out, there was no Roadblock because I can damn near bet my life that she would have got Roadblock. But she got Rock and Roll and Clutch. I don't think she thought Clutch came with the vehicle. I don't know. But those are the first two GI Joes I got. So I was into Matchbox and Tonka trucks, Tootsie and Dinky cars. I was into the press steel and Matchbox. I didn't really like Hot Wheels because I thought they caused like the paint. Now, in this day and age, I like all the vibrant colors. Just like in the 90s. 90s, I couldn't stand the way we dressed in the 90s. I couldn't stand all those different colors. Like you look at shows like Martin with the purple and the yellow. Now I appreciate those colors. You know what I mean? Because, times change, you change with it. It's the same thing with Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels and Matchbox. Everybody think that they're a competing company. They're not. They don't compete. And people say, well, why don't they? Why you don't think they do? Well, because it's the same fucking company. Mattel owns and makes Hot Wheels and Matchbox. They just separate the two entities, but they both coexist with each other because, again, it's the same fucking company. But back then, I just liked Matchbox because I can pick up a small Matchbox car and I could look out the window of my grandmothers, my great grandmothers, my great uncles, my aunts, friends, hell, our window, anywhere in East New York where I grew up at. And I can see one or two cars I'll pick up. And back then, I used to get the ones that came in the box. You go to the pharmacy. We had a pharmacy on the corner of Ashford and Newlots in East New York, Brooklyn, literally right across the street from the first and last stop of the 3 train, which is Newlots Avenue. They had everything. This pharmacy, it was owned by Indians. And yeah, we're talking about fucking over 50 decades ago. Because, there's, a decade for every 10 years. So these guys sold GI Joe vehicles. Heck, this fucking pharmacy had it all. And the main reason why is because I can't remember the guy's name, but I know the son name was Posh. I think it was Poosh or Posh. I remember him because he was always friendly. And, unlike a lot of people from that country, and I know they were Indian, not Pakistani, because the mom had the red dot and they worshiped Shiva. They were into that stuff and whatnot. They had the 6-armed goddess in their store. They were religious into that. And they were related to a doctor that was our family doctor. Don't make fun. His name was Dr. Sabuti. Dr. Sabuti, yes. And he was a family doctor on Pennsylvania and Sutter. He was like right around the corner from Pennsylvania and Sutter Avenue. He had 2 doctor's offices in that same vicinity. But anyway, and they had like the big Matchbox display with the numbers on it, and you tell what number you wanted, and if they had it, they'll give it to you in an orange box. So like I said, I could sit here for hours and just reminisce and go nostalgic on you guys, but I don't want to bore you. I already wasted enough time talking about that. But anyway, Isaiah doesn't ever since COVID, ever since Kmart closed, Isaiah used to love K-Day. I think he really loved to hunt, and K-Day. But ever since then, he lost taste of it. He doesn't like Hot Wheels loose. He only likes them on card. But for all these years, I've still been buying him cars. This kid probably got like 3,000 or 4,000 Hot Wheel cars. And of course, now almost another 100 here. I picked these up yesterday. Like I said, the guy, he was selling them for $1 each. And a lot of these cars, I think the cheapest car in here is probably $4 sold on eBay. These are not meant to be sold. They're meant to go in his collection, and he's going to do whatever the fuck he wants to do with it. I told him, once you go and start college, you do what you want to do with this stuff. But, he can go to the flea market, sell all this stuff himself, and make money on it. And whatever he makes is all his. Like, for instance, you got this 2007 Ferrari 333 SP. And for those who may not know about Hot Wheels like that, whenever you see Ferraris and anytime you see Ferraris and Lamborghinis on card from Hot Wheels, you definitely want to pick them up, especially if you're a reseller. You definitely want to get these because some of these cars are probably like this car in this condition with this warped thing. It's probably a $7 to maybe $7+ car. I'm not going to show you all these. I'm just giving you guys a perfect example. Here is I don't know what year this came out, but this is a 71 Mustang funny car. I just got it because it was a Mustang. I only get him the real cars. I don't get him the fantasy cars. Eric. This is a 2007 Volkswagen Golf GTI. For those out there, I always like these cars. I'm not really a Volkswagen guy, even though a lot of people out there love Bugattis and stuff, but Volkswagen GTIs and the Volkswagen Beetle I love. And the Passat. Yeah, but these cars are fucking beautiful. I mean, look how sexy that silhouette looks. It looks like a better beefed up version of like a Honda Civic hatchback. I think that's what Honda tried to do with theirs, but this looks like it's just a fucking beautiful looking car. I know you're like, oh, I thought you just like Mustangs, man. I like all types of cars. Here's a Porsche Carrera GT. Let me see what. Yeah, I think this. I don't know what year this. Born 93. I don't know what year it came out, but just to give you guys a perfect example. And of course, the only car that I would actually go back to, and I wouldn't say give up the Mustang, but out of American muscle car, a lot of people don't know, but this is my number one love. The 1966 to 69 Dodge Charger. When I look at movies like Blade, and of course, what drew me to this car, what made me love this fucking car, just like almost anybody else, is the Dukes of Hazzard on TV. That made me love this silhouette. This car just sounds menacing. It looks menacing. I mean, it is a big ass boat. It doesn't control very well when you're on the road going high speeds, unless you do a lot of work to it. But it's just a fucking sexy car. And believe it or not, if you look at one of these cars in real life, it's like a fucking boat on wheels. It is way wider and way bigger than any of the four-door Chargers. It looks more menacing. I mean, look at that silhouette. This is a sexy fucking car. Only car on earth outside of a Lamborghini that I would go if somebody say, hey, you gotta get rid of Mustang, it would be a Lamborghini Diablo SV or this. Those are the only two cars that I would actually give up a Mustang for. The only two. And this is my first love. A lot of people think it's a Mustang. Nope. It's the Dukes of Hazzard General Lee. It's what really got me really loving American muscle cars. And since then, never looked back. That may shock a lot of you guys. And then this, I don't know why I got this, but, again, I try to get him cars that I know he can make money selling. Because those are the cars people like. He has a 69 Camaro. Here is a custom 69 Chevy. And it's a red line, so it's got red wheels. This is probably a $8 to $10 car, maybe even more because of the wheels. Here's another Golf, I believe, another GT. The Volkswagen GTI. Let me look at that. Look at that. Tell me that shit ain't sexy, man. And, of course, Alex, go fuck yourself. Because I know right now he's like, man, fuck that car. That shit ain't sexy. I know him and Eric is probably sitting back laughing right now. We got our own jokes. So for those out there who may not understand and don't understand it. Batmobiles. Again, it's just a lot of vehicles here. And he cut me a break, too. It's about 80-something cars in here. Here's a Shelby GT Daytona Coupe. So just to give you guys a prime example, I got this for a little of a deal. I think I paid $75 for this bag. And there's over 80-something cars in here. and he was selling them only at $1 each. You can't even go into Target anymore and pay under $1.25 for Hot Wheels or Matchbox. And I'm talking about the basic cars. I'm not even talking about like their red lines, their real riders, and all that. So that's what I got yesterday. I had to go and pick up some stuff today, and I think Dollar Tree. I always get Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and the other one mixed up. Always get them mixed up. Don't ask me why. Even though one is orange and white, the other one is red, orange, whatever the fuck, and the other one is white and green stores. But whatever. They all dollar stores. But anyhow, I did pick up a couple of cars from him. For him as well. But I'm not gonna show you that stuff. I just wanted to, that's basically all I got yesterday from the Meadowlands. And then today, everybody told me, where you been? How you been? So shout out to everybody. Perry. I didn't see Scottish Mike today, or Star Wars Mike, or Dino Dan. But I definitely seen a lot of the other crew. I did get into an argument a while ago and got into a fight over a year ago with this guy, old heavyset white dude named Craig. But, still no, I'm not an animal. I know I talk a lot and I get angry a lot. But to be honest with you guys, even though out of anger and whatever, I wouldn't wish death on anybody other than child molesters and sex offenders and rapists. But I know I talk a lot of shit. Sometimes I just talk a lot of shit to blow steam and shit, but I would never wish death on anybody other than what I just said. And, I found out today that he passed away. And I don't feel bad that we never reconciled or anything, but I just feel bad that he did pass away. He always spoke of death and other people dying and illnesses and stuff. And, but I'm not going to go into those details. But, sleep in peace to Craig. I just found out today he passed. But, to everybody else, both Bobby's from Bobby World. Then my boy Bobby, that had to, he had to put his father in a place because he couldn't take care of himself no more. So, so good speed to him and his family. And, I wish him and his family nothing but the best, and his father a long life of longevity. I know I didn't say it. Oh my God, I can't say it, but you guys know what I mean. And of course, no, to my white boy Kenny. Then I also saw Jerry and Jerry's Matt. And of course to Cheap Ass Bricks, Aaron. I've seen them today as well. I didn't see a hospital Matt. But to everybody who wished me well and was hoping how I was doing and was happy to see me today, I definitely appreciate you guys. Much love and respect to all you guys that I did see. I didn't see Jason Gen X. I didn't see him walking around today, so I'm shocked. But yeah, today was the first day I was back there probably since the whole winter, because I don't remember if I was there around December. I know I was definitely there in October and November, but I'm not sure. I know I wasn't there in January. I probably was maybe once in January, so I can't really speak on January and December, but I know I wasn't there in February or last month. But I don't think it was 5 months. I think it was more like 6 to maybe 8 or 9 weeks there. I don't know why I kept saying months, but it was like, it was definitely months, obviously, but I don't think it was more than 10 months I was away. But everybody was like, yo, you definitely picked the best. You definitely picked the right day to come back. And obviously, as you can see here, yeah. So this stuff I got from one lady outside of the 3 bags, the 2 Mighty Ducks. I got from this one lady from Columbus. I'm not gonna mention her name just because I want to keep it secret, because I don't want nobody going meeting up with her and be like, hey, I heard I don't want that. I want to get everything and get the good deals. But she treated me very well. I got all this stuff for I'm gonna say around the 500 range. I'm definitely gonna say that she was selling these guys. She would not, no nonsense. She wasn't selling these under $10. Can't blame her. It's her money. It's her shit. She basically know her brother passed. She basically know what these guys go for. I believe these are like around 65 or so, still in GameStop. I don't know what this goes for. I don't know if it still sells in GameStop, but somewhere around the same equivalent price. And he alone loose on eBay sold for like $60 to $65 just for the Hulkbuster. We didn't find any comps for both of them on eBay. We both looked. This is probably the cheaper out of all three of the packs. But yeah, it's a lot of shit here. I got this brand new Macross Saga Robotech trilogy on DVD. Then I got the Elder Scrolls PC game. It's basically a $50+ game sold on eBay, brand new seal, which that is. I gotta give this back to her because I think I picked this up by mistake. So when I see her next week, I'll give it back to her because I didn't buy it and she didn't give it to me. I think when I grabbed either that or this, I picked that up by mistake. And of course, Airwolf I got from this other older black brother who sells a lot of toys and stuff. He gave me that for $5. I wanted it, so I got it. Airwolf. That's for Zay as well. Everything else is hers. Again, except for except for the Mighty Ducks and these 3 bags. These I got from the L section, which is the section where I normally park on Sundays when the weather's good. Because I always park further. The fastest exit off of Route 206 coming into Columbus. If I'm coming off of 95, obviously. And this guy set up with his kid, and he has some pretty decent prices. And he gave me a good deal on the 3 bags and the 2 Mighty Duck figures. That's all I got from him. He did have other stuff, but I was like, you know what? I didn't really see anything else that I really wanted. Of course, Jeff, I call all Jeffs Jif. He told me he had some video games and toys, but he told me to circle back around. But he always does that, and his prices aren't really that great anyway. So when I circled the second time, this kid and his mother was there, and I didn't really see nothing else I wanted. So I just kept it moving. So I didn't get anything from him. But this dude here, I think I paid $45 for all this. So here we got a bag of crap. We have, I believe that's Law. We have a Jurassic Park guy here. We have Motor Viper, that's not in the best condition. Looks like we have Johnny Cage and that Hunter guy, but he doesn't like he's in the best condition as well. And I believe we have 2 guys from Dick Tracy. I don't know where this guy, I don't know who the hell this is. It's probably from RoboCop, and that's a RoboCop figure, but I think this is maybe Lewis, his partner. But yeah. Got that. Then I got this bag of Ghostbuster stuff. We got Scary Granny, or whatever her name is. Then we got I forgot something Tackle, the ghost guy. He's missing his back. Then we got Dracula. Then we got 2 Winstons, 3 Winstons, 1 Janine. Yep. Then here we got Beetlejuice. Even small, I'm scary. So we got those 3 bags, and then the 2 Mighty Duck guys from that cat. And then the other brother I was talking about, I got that from. And then the rest of the stuff came from the lady. So since I'm already here, I might as well start from here. So here we got single-carded Colossus. We got Iron Patriot. We got Grey Hulk. We have a loose 12-inch Marvel Legend Captain America. And we got Miss Marvel, Yellow Jacket, X Factor Wolverine, Bucky, Daredevil, Hand Ninja, Guardian, Spider-Woman, Falcon, Scar, Scarlet Spider, another Falcon, War Machine, I believe. No, Dark Hulk, excuse me. Marvel's Hercules, Captain America, Crossbones, Iron Man. I'm not sure which mark that is. Marvel's Dark Hawkeye, World War Hulk, excuse me. Another Captain America, Constructor, Spider-Man, another Spider-Man, Daredevil in black and red, Moon Knight, Electro, Bullseye, Spider-Man 2099. Then we have here the Fantastic Four 12-inch Human Torch. That's like a $60+ figure if it was still in the box. So we got all that crap from her. Then we got this Connect and Collect. Well, Collect and Connect multiverse Black Manta from Aquaman. Then we have the Juggernaut series Marvel's Phoenix. And we have here House of M Spider-Man. Then we have here the DC Universe Collect and Connect Classics Green Arrow. Marvel Legends Scrooge, whatever his fucking name is, and Marvel's Hela from Thor Ragnarok. Then of course 80th anniversary X-Men Colossus versus Juggernaut. And of course Marvel Studios first 10 years Hulk and Hulkbuster. Then going back to the 3 3/4 guys, we have Marvel's Sunfire, another Captain America Modern. Then of course Doctor Doom and Union Jack. I'm going to keep a couple of them. Like, I'm definitely going to keep that Doctor Doom, most likely, Grey Hulk, Scar, Planet Hulk, Colossus, and maybe one of the Spider-Men. I'll see which one I like the most. And I think that's it. Everybody else I'll just turn around and resell. I may keep the Hulk and Hulkbuster and the Colossus and Juggernaut. I might keep those two as far as the big ones go. All right. So that's basically what I got today from her. I almost mentioned her name and almost slipped out my mouth. Now here, I got from this other guy. I'm not going to mention his name neither. I am glad that he is in remission like I am for cancer. He gave me his Facebook information and stuff. I should have got his number or given him mine so we can meet up. I should do the same thing with her, but she'll be there next Sunday. He's not sure, but I would like to meet up with him, even if I got to drive 45 minutes to an hour and a half to get some more stuff from him for the same deal I got for this stuff. Thanks to my two brothers, the tall white dude with the long beard that collects comics down in Columbus. He wears glasses. I always forget his name. Real cool guy. Him and his boy were walking, and as I was getting ready to leave, he told me, he had some stuff in his hand, and he told me, hey, this guy's selling this, da-da-da. He doesn't really give a flying pluck da-da-da, and this, that, and the third. And I wound up talking to this guy for over an hour and a half. We made some deals, and yeah, I got this stuff from him. Yeah. So let's get to it. So we have two of the 3 3/4 Baronesses. We have 3 of the Cobra officers. Then for the 50th anniversary, we have Steel Brigade and I think Ollie Viper or something like that. Oh, Iron Grenadier. Then we also have Blowtorch and Heat Viper. Then we have 2 of the Snow Job Arctic Bats. These like around 40. They're around $35 to $45 sold. Then, of course, from Super 7, we have Red Ninja and Buzzer. I'm not keeping those two because they don't have articulation. I only do the Super 7 articulated figs. Then for the NECA stuff, I mean, the prices he wanted for the other NECA stuff was pretty cool, but I took these ones. Chrome Dome, Mockman, or what his fucking name is. This guy, and then the robot dude. So I took those 4. Then I took this Star Wars Legacy, here. Then for the G.I. Joe Classifieds, 2 copies of the Tiger Force Dusty, Tiger Force Flint. And then I'm keeping these. These are the only things I'm keeping. We have the Transformers movie, Kickback and Shrapnel, I Need Bombshell. And he said they never released it like that. They released them with something else, which was stupid. And of course, the movie version of Skywarp. So these 3 I'm keeping because obviously you guys know I collect and display this stuff. And then of course we have here Nafi's Nest Swoop Bike from Star Wars Black Series. Then the Black Series Han Solo, like when he's in the belly of that thing. Then of course here we have Crocmaster with Fiona. And we have the He-Man Revelations Battle Cat, He-Man's Stratos. Then we have Super 7's tracks. That don't go for shit. It's like $25. Then we have New Eternia Beastman and Too Bad. Then we also have the Masterverse King Grayskull, Princess of Power She-Ra, of course with the Princess of Power Hordak. Everybody think Hordak is He-Man's enemy. Actually, he's like the Skeletor relevance to her's bad guy. And of course we have the what do they call it? The 21 version of you got Battle Cat with Battle Armor He-Man. These things you couldn't get rid of. Now they're like around 25, 30, 40 hours. So I did get all that crap from him. Cost me. I paid. I got you know, I mean I paid about $4. Around that. Let's put it that way. I didn't pay under 3 something, but I didn't pay over 4 for it. I'm gonna leave it as that. And if you got, I mean, this stuff is, I mean, come on. If you do $10 each on this stuff, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So let's say 36 pieces at $10 alone. That's $360 any day of the week. And like I said, I paid, I paid under 4. All right? I'm going to put it that way. So I got a good deal on this stuff. So let's say I had all this and I was like, hey, listen, you take it all. I'll do $10 each a pop, but you got to take it all. You can still make money on this shit. So I didn't pay $350, but I didn't pay $400. That I'm going to say. So it is what it is with that. So, yeah. And this stuff here, I paid up for it. You could say I got about, I think it's safe to say I got close to, I got almost 900 into what actually over that, because I paid this guy $45 for the 3 bags and these 2 figures. Not to mention 5 for that. So yeah, you could say I paid about 900 for all this shit. Everything you see here, I paid 900 today. Not to mention $75 for the bag of stuff there from yesterday. So you figure for both flea markets, I got about $975 into everything here. Of course, that's for Isaiah to do what he wishes with. So I'm not really counting that. He worked for me yesterday. He made money, but I still gifted him that. So I don't count that. So yeah, this is money. I can make money on this stuff, even though I'm keeping a few items here and there. You know, the air horse, the air wolf is going to Isaiah downstairs. These 3 are going upstairs. This is the only thing I'm keeping for myself. Everything else is going to be resold. And then of course here I'm gonna keep a couple of things. I'm definitely keeping these 2 sets. That Dr. Doom is staying. Colossus, Grey Hulk, Scar, and Planet Hulk. Those are staying. And I'll probably figure out, I don't know which one of these 2 Spider-Man I'll keep. I'll figure out which one goes for more, and the one that goes for more is the one I'll keep out of these 2. I'm not really I would keep Bullseye, Electro, and one of the Daredevils, but I'm not really a Daredevil guy like that. I'm more of a Captain America guy than anything else, but I don't need none of the caps. So yeah. And Iron Man, nice and cool, but you know, if I keep him, I'll have to keep Iron Patriot. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Or maybe I will, man. I don't know. I'll figure it out I'll figure it out. But yeah, the rest of the stuff here, I might actually keep the I think I'm gonna keep that Phoenix too. I think I'm gonna keep Phoenix. If the Spider-Man looked more of the original, I would have kept him. But yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna keep. Everything else, I'll just turn around and resell. Yep. So yeah, man. Thanks for watching, and you know, I'm doing a little better for those out there who know that I have blood clots in my lungs, and I was hospitalized, and I'm on paint thinners. I'm on I'm on blood thinners. But I'm doing good. I'm still kicking. For a fucking guy that never drank, never did drugs, don't smoke cigarettes, none of that shit. It's just amazing how now I'm like shit. Maybe I should have did drugs and hard liquor and shit. I'd probably be a lot better. A guy who never did nothing is getting, I get all these fucking illnesses. Cancer, beat that, thank gosh. And then top of that, in remission for over what, I don't even know how many years now. I think 12 or something like that. And then to catch diabetes, and that's kicking my ass. And now I have fucking blood clots in my lungs. It's ridiculous, man. But anyway, enough of that bullshit, man. Again, sleep in peace to Craig. We didn't get along, and he did something, came out his face and said something disrespectful, and we just never reconciled or talked since then. But even though I can get crazy and stuff, the man is gone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do I feel bad that we didn't reconcile? No, I don't, because we weren't that close or had that good of a rapport anyway. But I wouldn't wish him death. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy, man. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. Peace out.